Hey everyone, this is a video of the Klarus WL3. It's marketed as a camping and work light. I got it on Amazon. It's got 4 different levels of brightness and 4 different colors of white. It also has a red light and a flashing red light. There's a specs, it's lithium ion, so it works really well. The real cool thing about it is that it has a magnet on the bottom. And there's a hook if you want to hook it around something, or it's got a threaded piece there if you want to put it up on a pole or something. Let me show you how I use this in my Tacoma. So the cool thing about this is that you don't have to have a dedicated lighting system. I think a dedicated lighting system for a Tacoma is way overkill because the bed is so small. You really don't need it. This thing is $60 on Amazon. And right there is the lowest setting. Right? Let me make sure. Yeah, it's the lowest setting and the coolest white. So look at that. Lights it up real well. Nice thing about it is, like if you're doing something here on the tailgate, look at all that light. Plenty of light. Cool thing about this is that you can move it around. So, if you've got a really cool lighted setup inside your bed that's attached to your battery, that's really neat. But let's say you need to do something out here on the side of your truck. Well, you just hook it up right here on the side. And again, this is the lowest brightness. I'll turn it up here in a minute. But you can imagine if you're out there camping and you need some light, you can move it around. It's really neat. Let's say you need to work on something underneath your truck, you can also do that. Let's see here. I think I'll put it up right here in the bed of the truck, kind of show you. And then, so again, this is the lowest setting. Look at that. The bed is totally lit up. Turn it up. So there's a second setting. Here's the third. And then finally the brightest. Look at that. Very bright. And then, like I said, you can also, well, let's take a look out of here on the tailgate. So let's say you're cooking something and you want all the light that you can get. Well, there you go. Tons of light. And you also have some settings for making it a little easier on the eyes. It's kind of a little more yellowish light. There's the next one. Next one. And then finally, kind of the first one I showed you. So again, this is on the brightest setting, the coolest white. Lights everything up perfectly. It's magnetic. This thing in the bed. And there you go. So guys, again, I know those dedicated lighting setups for your beds is really cool, but for a Tacoma 5-foot bed, you really don't need anything else than this. This is much more flexible. $60. Charges with USB-C. Has a really long battery life. You can look up the specs. I don't know what they are, but they're good enough to where I thought it was worth it. And yeah, save your money for other mods. In my opinion, you just don't need a dedicated lighting setup in your Tacoma bed. Later.